Hello everyone and welcome back to Voxel Tales. My name is Dan and as you can see from that little time lapse, work continues on our new warehouse. But I'm out of bricks again, so we're gonna go over to the power station and upgrade the storage drawer so it can hold more bricks and we can have more to work with next time. Right, while the brickmaker does its thing, we're gonna go back to the warehouse and grab those Certus quartz crystals. Because we finally managed to get that charger thing working at the end of the last episode, and I'm not gonna have gone through all that fannying about without at least seeing it do something. Okay, Certus quartz goes in here, and there we go.
Wow, that was dead brilliant. Really brilliant. Totally worth all that time making it work.
You need to start thinking positive. I bet there's loads we can do with this charge stuff. To make charging go a smidge quicker, I installed a chute and a barrel under the charger so it would empty itself as I filled it. But as this isn't going to be where we'll be leaving the AE devices long term, I didn't want to mess about fully automating it. Alright guys, that is 63 plus 1 that randomly ended up over here. And there we go, a whole stack of charged Certus quartz. Okay, so I feel kinda dumb. It was pointed out to me after last episode that if I put the @ symbol in the index and then the name of a mod, anything to do with that mod will be displayed in the index, which saves a lot of searching, so thanks to GDG for that tip. Alright, so with that in mind, let's check out the applied energistics stuff, of which there is a lot. Like this thing is a literal singularity, so we can eventually just casually break the laws of physics. I get the feeling that this lot will be important at some point. But you see, this is more my speed. Pretty sure I can get my head around a matter cannon. But first let's see what we can actually do with all this charged crystal we made. Oh, there's only like 9 pages of things. See, told you there'd be loads. Charged staff. Sword, shovel, pick, hoe, what's that? Cutting knife, and an axe. Oh, here we go. Wireless booster, which also uses ender dust and fluix dust, which is probably crushed ender pearl and crushed whatever fluix is. ME energy level emitter? This all looks very involved. Blank pattern. All that for a blank pattern. View cell. It just keeps going. Another view cell. A 1K ME storage component. An energy cell. Something else that needs fluix dust. Formation core. Also needs fluix dust, so clearly this fluix stuff is important. Capacity card. And a charged quartz fixture. And that's just the crafting table stuff. So I looked through the other crafting options, which thankfully weren't as extensive, till I came across this. Oh, hey, that's that fluix crystal stuff. So it's charged Certus quartz, nether quartz, and redstone mixed in water. And I can do that with the create mixer. Fantastic. I'm sure we've got all that stuff over here. Yeah, redstone dust, and nether quartz. We'll just do half a stack for now. Okay, we turn on the water, chuck in the ingredients, and we get fluix crystal. Hey, whoa, that's rose quartz. What are you doing? Give me that stuff. That's clearly not what I asked for, Mixer. I read this right, didn't I? Yeah. So it looks like if I just chuck this stuff into some water, it'll make the crystals, and then I can use one to set a filter on the mixer. Well, it ain't pretty, but it'll get the job done, I suppose. There we go. Right, Mixie, we're going to try this again, but with 100% less screwing up, okay? Okay. Oh, hello. Can I help you gentlemen with something?
Yeah, you can stand still while we shoot you.
Yeah, no.
Get him! Where is he? There!
Shoot him!
Ow!
Gotcha! Shucks! Freeze!
Ow!
Ugh!
Couldn't just burn to death, could you? Now I've got to go milk a cow. BRB. Right, sorry about that. Anyway, as you can see, our mixer is now making fluix crystal like we wanted. And done. Look at that. Full stack of the stuff. All purple and shiny.
You don't know what you're going to use it for, eh?
Not a clue, no. I'll spare you watching me going through all the fluix crystal recipes. Trust me, just like the Certus quartz, there were lots. For now, though, I think we're just going to make a matter cannon. I can wrap my head around a matter cannon. See, it's only 3 other ingredients besides iron. This'll be easy. Alright, formation core. Needs Certus quartz, fluix dust, and a logic processor. And how do we do that? Okay, so printed logic circuit and printed silicon with redstone in that inscriber thing that we made last episode. And a printed logic circuit is the inscriber logic press with gold in the inscriber. Alright, let's work from there. First, let's get this inscriber thing hooked up. Could it be as easy as... Yes, it can! Don't you love it when stuff just works? Next step, we go to the warehouse and grab those inscriber plates. Then we go to the basement, get ourselves some gold, and we stick both of those in the inscriber so it spits us out a printed logic circuit. See? We got this. Okay, what do I need for printed silicon? Silicon inscriber plate and silicon. Well, that makes sense. And silicon is smelted Certus quartz dust. Fair dues. So we take this, smelt it, into the inscriber, and bosh. In fact, I'll just convert all these while I'm at it. Lovely. Right, so logic circuit, plus printed silicon, and a bit of redstone, gives us a logic processor. Does anybody else feel a bit sciencey? I feel a bit sciencey. Right, the formation core also needs fluix dust, which our crusher will provide. Just grab the quartz, and formation core, which just leaves an energy cell and a 4K ME storage component, which is, 4 redstone, a calculation processor, 3 1K ME storage components. Alright, what are they? Logic processor, 4 Certus crystals, and 4 redstone. This AE stuff is expensive. So I made another logic processor, then looked up how to make an energy cell. Right, good. No, good. It needed special quartz glass, so I established how to make that, and then made some. At least you get 4 out of it. And then made an energy cell. Alright, progress. That's the thing, you just gotta keep moving forward.
That's how winning is done.
Exactly, Rocky. Couldn't have said it better myself. Next, I used that logic processor we made to make a 1K storage component. And after making 2 more, I used the calculation press and the Certus crystal to make a calculation circuit, and combined it with printed silicon to make a calculation processor. So now we just combine all those parts we just made to get ourselves a 4K storage component. And you know what that means. Oh, hello again.
Greetings, friend. Can I interest you in any of my wares?
Well, I am in the middle of something, but you know what, just give me a minute, I'll go and grab some emeralds. Well, I mean, unless you want to use the waystone, you can come with me. I guess not. Oh well, we'll just grab a few emeralds. You gotta support people where you can, right? Right, I'm back, mate. Where'd you go?
Right here, friend.
Okay, you know what? I will take all your copper lanterns, because I like those. And a bomb. Why not?
Thank you very much, friend. You are excellent customer.
Well, thank you very much. Right, I better get on, but you feel free to hang around if you want. Just be careful around the machines. Right, where was I? Oh, that's right. It's time. Alright, 2 iron ingots, formation core, energy cell, 4K storage unit, and final ingot. Yes, look at that, matter cannon. It's got no power yet, but we can sort that easily enough. Well, look at that beefy boy. Right, we'll chuck this in the charger and... oh, it'll get dropped right into the barrel. Try again. Oh yeah, It's charging up. Alright, it's all charged. Now, I don't know how powerful this is going to be, so I should probably take it somewhere safe to test. The meteor crater should be ideal. Please be cool, please be cool. What? Ammo depleted? What? But I fully charged it. Are you saying it needs charging and ammo of some kind? Well, that's just lame. Alright, I looked it up, and apparently I need to load it with something heavy, and lead nuggets are a good choice. So you want lead nuggets, eh, gun? Well, I'll give you lead nuggets. And of course it's not that easy. No, apparently it needs to be loaded using an ME drive or an ME chest. So that needs iron and copper, fluix glass cable, some kind of glass variant, and an ME terminal. Which needs an annihilation core, a formation core, which we have, logic processor, which is simple enough, and a display panel. This AE mod really makes you work for every little thing, doesn't it? It'd be worth all this faffing about. So after a little inventory management, I looked up how to make fluix glass cable, which turns out to be fluix crystals and something called quartz fibre, which in itself was Certus quartz dust combined with glass. So I smelted up some glass, and while I was waiting I looked into the other option to load the matter cannon. The ME drive seemed to require less involved components than the chest. It still needs fluix cables, but the engineering processor was as easy as the other ones we've made, so in the interest of getting this gun loaded quicker, I decided to pivot to making an ME drive. Back at the power station, it quickly became apparent that I was running low on Certus quartz crystals. Right, so I've got 4. I'll put 2 through the crusher, which disappointingly only gives me 2 dust, and I need at least 3 for that quartz fibre.
So crush the other 2 then.
No, I shall crush exactly what I need, because I am a frugal Yorkshireman.
You mean you're tight?
No, I'm just not wasteful. There's a difference. Anyway, I quickly whipped up the fibres and converted them into fluix glass cables. The engineering circuit called for diamonds to make, but I actually have a reasonable amount left over from when we needed a load for the Christmas lights, so making the engineering circuits wasn't really an issue. And then I had to grind up that last crystal anyway, because I needed it for silicon. Shut up, you. Frustratingly, this only produced enough silicon to make 1 engineering processor, and I needed 2. Bugger. Thankfully, I remembered that I could turn the Certus quartz blocks we found at the meteor back into crystals, and the mission was back on the rails. So now with 2 ME processors in hand, I immediately made the ME drive. We'd have the matter cannon loaded in no time. Oh yes. So I connect you to power. Good, all working. Right, so the matter cannon goes in here. And...
You didn't look up how to do it, did you?
No.
You just read, load it with an ME drive, and rushed back here to make one, didn't you?
Yeah.
Is there any wonder nobody's got any faith in me?
Right, so, after the voices in my head were done berating me, I researched it some more, and apparently to transfer nuggets to the gun, I also need an ME I/O port, which needs glass, iron, fluix cable, a logic processor, and 2 ME drives to make. So, I'm going to get that together and see you when it's done. Okay, ME I/O port is ready. Let's go hook it up. Should be able to bung it on the side here. Right, lead nuggets into here and transfer to drive where I've put the gun. Nope, that doesn't work either. What am I missing here?
Probably should have read the instructions properly.
Probably should have read the instructions properly. That's how you sound. That's you. Right, I've looked it up again, and it turns out I need a 1K item storage cell, which is made of stuff you've seen me make before, so I'm going to make one and be right back. Again. Right, now I've got a storage cell. Feeling good about this. Stick this in the I/O port and it just jumps to the other side. Good.
Why don't you just give up, Dan? It's getting embarrassing. Well, it were embarrassing already, now it's just sad.
Because whether you like it or not, I'm going to figure this out. That's why.
Alright, keep making a show of this then. No skin off my nose.
Turns out I need a cell workbench in order to configure the cannon and the storage cell to accept lead nuggets. So I'm making one of those, I guess. Unfortunately, they need a calculation processor to build, and calculation circuits require Certus quartz, and I'm all out of that now. Luckily, I still have some of those budding Certus quartz blocks to grow some, and I also have a plan. I'm going to make a crystal growth accelerator. All I need to do is wait for enough buds to grow, then I can break them, use the dust to make quartz glass, use that to make the accelerator, and then we'll be rolling in Certus quartz. Much like perfection, needs no correction, the plan is flawless. So that's what I did. Made quartz glass, and thinking I need one for each bud block, made 2 growth accelerators. Then I just needed to get it wired to the alternator, which went so unbelievably well that I didn't need to take a bricklaying break or anything. Alright, this one's for all the marbles. Oh. Haha, I've done it! Yeah, scroll you beauties. I didn't even need that one. And now the Certus quartz problem was solved. There was nothing stopping me making the cell workbench, and we could finally get the cannon loaded, right? Right? Right, let's do this thing. I put the storage cell in here. Okay, that's a good start. And if I get the nuggets... and put them there... Right, I think that's primed to accept nuggets. Then I put the cannon in here, and the storage cell here, and no, still doesn't work. Ugh. Right, I'm stupid. I admit it. Like always, I've been doing everything arse backwards. Everything in Applied Energistics is based around a network, and those networks start with one of these ME controllers. Right, that's an engineering processor, fluix crystals, and skystone blocks. We got this. Boom! We ain't playing games now, boys. Dan knows what he's doing. Right, watch this. Boom! There it is. ME controller. This thing is like the brain of the whole network. We connect stuff into this thing. Right, next up we need an ME terminal. We have a formation core. An annihilation core is nether quartz, fluix dust, and a logic processor. Not an issue. Done! No screwing around. Okay, what about those illuminated panels? Quartz glass, redstone dust, glowstone dust, and iron ingot. Oh yeah, snowstorm rolled in, but Dan doesn't care, we're cooking on gas now. And with this logic processor, we have an ME terminal. So what's this thing for? Well, think of it as the interface through which you interact with the network. I need to connect it to the controller, and of course I only have one bit of cable. By the time I'd made more cable, the storm was over, so that was nice. Okay, now we're interfacing. Next, we attach the ME drive, which is basically a server rack. You can go right there. So remember that storage cell we made? Well, that's basically a hard drive, and we formatted it earlier for accepting lead nuggets. So now we go to our terminal and we put the nuggets in the system. See, our storage cell has nuggets in it now. And now it has a couple of hundred nuggets in it. It's all coming together. Next, we get our I/O port, and we set it up over here so it's connected to the network. Okay, now we can take our matter cannon, which basically has internal storage that only accepts one item at a time, and we've used the cell workbench to set it to accept lead nuggets. And if we put it in the I/O port, look at that! It's transferred all the nuggets to the cannon. So now it's finally charged, and it's loaded, so we can actually go and test fire it. To the crater! Please be cool, please be cool, please be cool. Oh, well it punched a hole in the target. That's cool. Wait, and the one behind it. And the rock behind that. This thing's a beast. Whoa, this is not messing around. Well, I know I'm happy with that. Right, that feels like a good place to end off. Sorry we didn't get more done on the warehouse, but now we have to think about whether or not we use the original draws plan or build a big AE2 network to store everything. Decisions, decisions. But for now, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the show, then help us grow by subscribing and leaving us a cheeky like or a comment below. I've been Dan, this has been Voxel Tales, and as always, remember, be good. And if you can't be good, don't get caught. Bye guys.